Hi everyone, myself Suraj Aiman. I am the student of B.Ed first semester studying in KLE College of Education, Ankola. And today in this video, I have brought you an interesting topic, and that is social relationship. Okay, so now before understanding this topic, let's first know what is society, because the social relationship and society are almost interrelated to each other. Okay, so the meaning of society says that the aggregate of people living together in a more or less ordered community. So now the meaning of social relationship says that a set of interactions that occur between two or more people or two or more groups of people according to the series of mutually accepted protocols or guidelines, that is according to specific norms. This means learning and developing social relationships in the society. So in this way, a definition by E.P. Herlock says that social relationship means attaining of maturity in social setting. So human beings are gregarious creatures, that is, we tend to live among their peers. So thus we form communities that require a set of normative interactions to live in relative peace. Therefore, social relationships are part of who we are, and their study will reveal much of how we think of ourselves and others. So in that sense, both the types of link, it might be a friendship, love, rivalry, etc., and the type of norms with which we distinguish legitimate or appreciated relationships from prohibited, unacceptable, or incorrect relationships are of interest. The socialization is the way these elements are changing and plotting the behavior of human beings. So now let me mention some of the important factors that will affect our social relationships. Okay, so now the first one is influence of culture, or it might be the influence of family, or the influence of religion, or co-groups, or school, mass media, emotions, physical efficiency, etc. So now let's see the characteristics of social relationships. See, there are mainly two characteristics in social relationship, that is material and ideological. The first one, material social relationship, says that they involve some kind of exchange of objects. These are concrete relationships that include those that have links with the economic or the material. Now the ideological characteristics of social relationship says that they involve the adherence or transmission of some kind of thought patterns. So they are abstract relationships that are linked to moral, spiritual, political, etc. So now let's see the types of social relationship. Okay, there are so many types of social relationship. Among them, some of the important social relationships are, see, before saying this, let me tell you that the social relationships can be classified differently. See, depending on whether our approach is in this regard is psychological, sociological, or otherwise. Okay, now for example, we can distinguish between social relationships according to the types of link established as follows. So the first one is affective relationship. So we can say that those we have with the chosen people to form our intimate environment, like friends, couples, and partners, people with whom we develop deep emotions connections. So the second one is the labor relations, those that we must undertake in our work environment, whatever it may be, and which are usually governed by hierarchical, formal, and different rules from the intimate ones. Okay, now in general, they are less emotionally deep ties, but very important in everyday life. So the third one is the family relationships. So another type of intimate and very intense relationships, but that we cannot really choose since they are given in advance, are those of our family. So at least the close core of father, mother, brothers. In fact, these relationships are psychologically vital for individuals, both in a positive and a negative sense. So the next one is the circumstantial relationships, those superficial and local relationships that we will have with strangers throughout the day, many of which could become of another type or not. They usually have the little emotional bond and are quickly forgotten. So as we said that in the beginning, social relations are the basis of human society as whole. They are determined by the social interaction of human beings, especially as it is transmitted to future generation. Our social relations are the legitimate ways to bond with each other, which is very important if we consider that humanity at this point is forced every day to accept those who think differently, who will differently and present precisely another type of social relations. So, in the conclusion, I would love to tell you that socialization is one of the very important process in the life of the human beings, without which he cannot face the life. By this, I conclude this video. Thank you.